right, let's cut through the noise today. If you've ever felt like orchestrating complex applications, especially, in distributed systems, is like trying to untangle 100 headphone cables, well, you're going to want to lean in.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
We're diving into AWS step functions and specifically how it turns that tangled mess into something you can actually see and understand.
That's right. I mean, in this world of microservices, managing application workflows can get incredibly opaque really fast. You might know what's happening generally, but not precisely how, or, why something might fail down the line.
Exactly.
So this deep dive isn't just about what step functions is. It's more about how it fundamentally shifts the way we approach building robust serverless apps. It's kind of a shortcut to being truly well-informed on this.
Okay, so let's break it down. Step functions, at its core, is a fully managed service, right?
Yeah.
For coordinating distributed applications using these visual workflows. It lets you define a series of steps your application needs to execute. And the really transformative part, I think, is that it automatically handles the heavy lifting, like retries, error handling, parallel processing.
Yeah, that's key. It's not just convenience. It moves that operational resilience piece out of your application code and onto the platform itself.
Which is huge.
And what's really fascinating here is how it does this. It uses a state machine model.
State machines, okay.
Yeah, think of a state machine like a choose your own adventure book, but for your application's logic.
Okay, I like
You
that.
start at one state, maybe do something, make a decision, and that dictates the next state, the next step. It's very structured, very predictable.
So what kind of states are we talking about?
Well, there are several key types. You've got task states, which perform actions, like invoking a Lambda function, maybe.
Right, doing the actual work.
Exactly. Then there are choice states for branching logic, your basic if-then-else. If this, go here, otherwise go there.
Makes sense.
You've also got parallel states to run multiple things concurrently. Wait states to just pause for a bit. Pass states, which mostly just move data around.
Yeah.
And then fail or succeed states to, end the workflow.
That choice state, thinking about it like, if payment successful, notify user, else refund. That makes complex logic seem much clearer visually.
Precisely.
So we have these states as building blocks. How do we actually define this adventure book, this state machine, and how does it run?
So you define them using something called Amazon States language. It's usually written in JSON or YAML if you prefer.
Okay, just a structured text file.
Exactly. It's like the blueprint. That tells step functions what states exist and how they connect. An execution that can be kicked off manually or maybe automatically by some other AWS event, like a file upload to S3 or something.
Right.
Step functions then just processes each state in order, or in parallel if you designed it that way. And crucially, it passes the output of one state as the input to the next.
And how do you track all this?
Visibility. Every single step, every transition, it's all meticulously logged to Amazon CloudWatch, which is, well, invaluable for debugging.
And that brings us nicely to the core focus here.
Yeah.
The power of these visual workflows. This isn't just a static diagram, is it?
Not at all. It's a dynamic graphical view of your state machine right in the AWS console. You can design, visualize, and debug your whole workflow like a live flowchart.
So how does that work in practice? Is there like a tool for this?
Yep, it's called Workflow Studio. It's a drag and drop editor right in the console.
Oh, nice.
Developers can literally, drag states onto a canvas, connect them, configure them visually, like telling a task state which Lambda function to call, or setting up those retry policies we mentioned.
Without writing tons of JSON first.
Exactly. The visual interface helps you configure everything, and it even validates your syntax as you go, catches errors early.
Okay, that sounds great for building. But what about when things go wrong? How does the visual part help you troubleshoot?
This is where it gets really good. This is the aha moment for many. When your state machine runs, the console visually highlights the path it actually took. Live or after the fact. It shows you the inputs and outputs at each step, and if something fails, boom, it flags the failed state in red.
Okay, so no more digging through endless log files trying to find the one error message.
Pretty much. Imagine a complex, maybe 15-step process. One step fails. Instead of sifting through log streams, the visual workflow points you directly to the problem. It dramatically cuts down debugging time.
That immediate feedback loop?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a game changer. And what about collaboration? Does this help bridge gaps between, say, developers and maybe less technical folks?
Absolutely transformative. Visual workflows make the logic understandable for everyone. Project managers, architects, even product owners can look at the flowchart and just get it.
I could see that.
It fosters clearer communication, definitely leads to faster development cycles, and makes long-term maintenance much easier. Plus, you can export that visual design back into Amazon State's language for your infrastructure as code. Keeps everything consistent.
So for someone maybe just starting with serverless, step functions, especially with Workflow Studio, sounds really approachable. Beginner-friendly even.
I'd say so. You get that robust error handling built in, automatic scaling. You don't need to be a deep operational expert to get started.
And the integrations.
Seamless. Integrates tightly with other AWS services, Lambda, DynamoDB, SNS, XQS, you name it. Crucial for building those real end-to-end workflows.
Right.
And like we said, great monitoring via CloudWatch. Plus, the cost model is pay-per-transition, so efficient design can save you money too.
Okay, so summing this up, what's the big takeaway? AWS step functions, especially with these visual workflows, it basically makes orchestrating complex stuff much more accessible and efficient.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just getting started.
That's a great summary. And maybe a final thought for you listening. Think about how many complex processes in your own work, maybe even non-technical ones, could be simplified or better understood if you just drew them out visually. Imagine mapping out a customer onboarding flow or a content approval process. What insights could you unlock just by visualizing the steps? It's a powerful concept beyond just code.